The world's largest democracy exercised its voting rights over the last 1 month that has been the Lok Sabha Elections 2014. It ends today with the 9th phase where 41 constituencies across 3 states are polling today. The states include the swing states of UP and Bihar and West Bengal. They all go to polls today. It has been an interesting election that began on the plank of development and anti-corruption, but finally degenerated into personal attacks and the pet subjects of caste and creed. Though by today evening we will know the results of the exit poll, but it will be till the last vote that will be counted on the 16th May that India will have to wait to know who the next Prime Minister of the country will be. Till then, the stars of today are Narendra Modi, who's locked in a fierce battle with Arvind Kejriwal for the throne of Varanasi. Kejriwal so far has mounted a very spirited campaign. Mulayam Singh Yadav is contesting again from his second constituency of Azamgarh. BJP's Kalraj Mishra is contesting from Deoria in West Bengal. The former Rail Minister Dinesh Trivedi is contesting from Barakpur. Shaugat Roy of Trinamool Congress is taking on Asim Das Gupta, who is the CPM's former finance minister in Damdam.
Mr. Prabhu Chawla, editorial director at the New Indian Express, joins us. Mr. Chawla, good morning and thank you for joining us. What is your sense, Mr. Chawla? A photo finish for the NDA government, or you think that the Modi wave has become more like a hurricane and NDA will get nothing less than a majority?
If you go by media coverage and what the newspapers are doing and news channels are doing, they are repeating Modi's interview, I don't know how many times a day. And if you go by the Modi coverage of media and whatnot, there will be more like a Modi tsunami, which means every party will be wiped out of the map of political democracy in this country. But let us wait. Somebody has said it. Let us wait till 16th, when the votes are counted. We will wait only till then. Today, for example, so whatever is happening today, it won't make any difference to Modi except his own constituency, because BJP hardly exists in most of the states, and these seats, a couple of seats if they win there, or 10 seats they win there, doesn't make a difference to the 240 or 250 which they are expecting. Fate of which Modi has already been decided, except his own personal fate, which he has to win from Varanasi, that will be decided only today. As far as the mandate 2014 is concerned, it is already sealed in the EVMs. So today's election is more a formality for TMC, for example. If TMC can cross a 30 mark or not, whether TMC will dictate terms or not, whether Mayawati will dictate terms or not, or whether Mulayam will dictate terms or not. This is an election for these 3 people only, Mayawati, Mamta and Mulayam. Whether they will be able to play any important role in the formation of the next government, that's the round 9 which is happening today. But as far as Modi is concerned, except his own personal fate, which will be decided in Varanasi, I think election 2014 is already decided. We don't have to worry about what happened in today's poll and what happened in the what you call the post-poll predictions, which will be more or less will confirm what they have been saying for the last 2 months, that Modi, Modi and Modi, nothing else, because they are going to say the same thing. Perhaps there may be some variation. I feel it will be on the upper side rather than the lower side.
Well, the 3 M's other than Modi are the ones which are extremely crucial and critical at this point. So, Mr. Chawla, what is your sense? I mean, stick your neck out for us. Who could be the possible allies for NDA in case BJP is able to get 200 plus odd seats?
You see, one thing is very clear. If you go by what kind of speeches Modi has been making for the past 2 weeks, he doesn't want an ally. He has convinced himself that he is getting a majority of 270 plus. In fact, yesterday Rajnath Singh was talking about 300 before even the last vote has been polled. So the question is, as far as the BJP top leadership is concerned, particularly Modi is concerned, he has convinced that he is getting majority of its own. So if you talk about it from Modi's point of view, he is already home and he is waiting only to walk into 7 Race Course Road. He has annoyed Mamta, he has annoyed Mulayam, he has annoyed Mayawati, he has annoyed Naveen Patnaik, he has annoyed Jayalalitha. These are the people who have the potential of getting 150 seats. And these 150 seats, I don't think he will be able to win, because he has been very vicious against them, and retrospectively, if you look at them, they have been equally vociferous against him. So I don't see any alliance between the singles of Mamta, Naveen Patnaik, Mayawati, because these singles are going to decide the fate of Mr. Narendra Modi, who is now single. He has got a wife, but he doesn't live with that. Therefore, I think Modi doesn't need allies. That is what he has convinced himself. BJP doesn't need allies because they have also convinced themselves that they don't need allies. In case something happens, if it is less than 200 seats, I don't think Modi will be able to get any ally. BJP has to find some alternative. Less than 200 seats, Modi is not the Prime Minister of the country.
But do you believe that Jayalalitha as well is the highest potential post-election ally for the BJP? I mean, that's one name we haven't talked about.
You see, the question is, Jayalalitha is the first time that her own party has declared her as the Prime Minister candidate. So if she gets 30 plus votes or 35 seats, and in other seats, Mamta also gets 35 seats, and Mulayam also gets about 30, there are 100 seats. If Congress party gets about 100 seats, they may be able to find a combination of Congress and these three women has to be more than the BJP. If they score more than the BJP, even 20 seats more than the BJP, you will have a third front government led by Jayalalitha. Perhaps that will be possible. Anything is possible in politics. The kind of opportunistic alliances which are being forged now, anything can happen. If you can have Paswan in your field who called you something monster type about 6 months ago, if he becomes the part of the NDA, so I don't mind, I don't see any possibility of these people joining Modi, but I see a possibility of Congress party trying to join hands with all those who are against the Congress party just to prevent Modi. It is Modi versus the rest at the moment, because he has polarized all political parties. Modi versus the rest. If Modi is not able to get what he is expected to get from the BJP, because Modi way means a difference of about 80 seats. If Modi doesn't bring 80 seats extra to the BJP, then there is no Modi way. Because BJP would have perhaps got the maximum number of seats because the anti-incumbency vote happening all over the country. They would have got the largest number of seats without Modi even. So Modi was brought into it because he could enthuse workers. He was a decisive chief minister. He was honest and he was very aggressive. He was the only person who could unite all the cadres of the BJP and RSS. Therefore, their advantage must be seen into votes as well, into seats as well. Even the BJP might get votes in Tamil Nadu. But those, they need about 25% seats, votes in every constituency to win a seat. Will they get it? So Modi has to convert his own popularity into votes, then into seats. That's a challenge before Modi. If Modi is not able to convert those, then BJP has to find some alternative.
Let's look at a scenario. Let's say NDA gets 250 seats and they get some help from some other regional party, they form a government. But do you think the shelf life of an NDA government, which will come with some outside ally, with a third party alliance, do you think that government formation will have a limited shelf life?
You're talking about 250 seats.
No, I'm saying India gets 250, they get someone on board, they form the government, but do you think shelf life of such a formation would be limited?
If BJP and NDA, as it is called now, because don't call NDA of 25 parties, because out of the 25, about 20 are individuals. They don't have one seat even in the parliament, some of them. So they are just namesake partners, they won't be able to add any seats. Maybe 5 seats they will be added. Except the TDP, Shiv Sena and Akali Dal, they put together might get about 30 seats. But 250 seats of NDA, then it is going to be very stable government led by Narendra Modi. Because 250 means you need about 25 more seats. And the 25 seats out of that 15 may be independent. Some smaller parties may join it. Because smaller parties always move whosoever is in the center power, there you can find them. So I think 250, Modi will provide a very stable government at least for a couple of years.
Do you think help for NDA government really could come both from Simandhara and from Telangana? As of now, the two regional parties from Simandhara and from Telangana, they are quiet on whom they would support.
I'm just telling you, even Modi's fate also depends on Simandhara. Because they have taken a risk because they were seen to be with Telangana. They were seen to be with Simandhara. When ultimately when it came to election, they joined with Simandhara people. Obviously, they must have upset Telangana people. The question is, Modi fate also depends how many seats Mr. Chandrababu Naidu wins in Andhra Pradesh. Because out of 30, I think 25 seats they are in Andhra Pradesh, Samandhra. Out of those 25, how many Chandrababu Naidu wins, how many Jagan Mohan Reddy wins? If it's less than 10, it doesn't make any difference to Modi's total number. So obviously, he is the largest single ally who has the capacity of getting double-digit votes. So Andhra, there is a possibility that BJP may be punished for not taking a stand on anything. They are neither here nor there. But they are supporting Chandrababu Naidu because Chandrababu Naidu needs BJP more than BJP needs Chandrababu Naidu. Because Chandrababu Naidu, without the committed BJP votes, would not have been a factor in Simandhara politics. Because Chandrababu votes may not go to BJP, but BJP votes definitely will go to Chandrababu Naidu. Let's see who gains. But definitely Chandrababu Naidu is another factor which will decide the fate of Modi.
Mr. Chawla, today's focus is only on Varanasi, which is more of a prestige issue, I guess. How do you see this panning out? Modi winning with record votes, or Kejriwal and Ajay Rai, according to you, would be able to give Modi a tough fight?
You see, Varanasi has become like a Bollywood blockbuster. It has all the ingredients of a big blockbuster film. You have the heroes, you have the villains, you have the crowd, you have the dancing, you have the colorful thing, everybody wearing some kind of a cap and whatnot. If Shah Rukh Khan or Mr. Chopra has to make a film, that is the best setting they could have made it. Because a very choreographed campaigning happening there, except Mayawati and Mulayam, we're not talking about them, because there is a Mulayam Singh candidate as well. And Akhilesh Yadav did campaign for him the last day of the working day. But Varanasi is one factor where Modi should win hands down. It is predominantly a pro-Hindu constituency. But if the caste polarization takes place, the question is whether Modi wins with a record margin or not. Victory is victory, nobody doubts his victory. But you never know what happens in politics, because if Kejriwal could defeat Sheila Dikshit, which was never expected, nobody expected that Sheila Dikshit would lose in New Delhi. But Kejriwal built up a very good campaign there. But Varanasi is a constituency where Modi has calculated himself first. He went there because it was won by Murali Manohar Joshi twice. He has not gone to a seat which was not won by BJP. His test would have been if he had gone to a constituency where BJP has not won it, his popularity would have been tested. But in Uttar Pradesh, winning Varanasi not only important for him, but the margin of victory is also very important, because margin of victory will decide whether Modi magic worked in other parts, neighboring areas or not, because he was put up in the eastern UP because they wanted some, out of those 31 seats, majority of the seats we don't have at the moment. If the majority of the seats in eastern UP are not coming to BJP, yeah, please.
Mr. Chawla, in any masala Bollywood movie, the villain always loses, the hero always wins. Now, who is the hero of Varanasi? There are three heroes there.
Sorry, I couldn't, their voice is breaking.
No, I'm saying that Varanasi is, like you said, it's a great Bollywood masala movie where there is drama, there is action, there is crowd. Now, the end of a Hindi movie is that the hero always wins. Unfortunately, in Varanasi, there are three heroes.
No, there are three heroes, but the question is, you have multi-hero stars these days as well. Ultimately, the real hero is at the moment in display. There are multi-stars which are successful these days. You find in many films, you have Shah Rukh Khan, you have in one film Hrithik Roshan, you have got other heroes also. In the recently, multi-stars have been coming. But the question is, like Bollywood, there is always a woman on the side. But in this, there is no woman on the side. In fact, there is no woman candidate there. Because with Bollywood masala, there is a woman candidate, because our Bollywood is dominated by males, because the entire film revolves around a male success. Because hardly any film is made which revolves around a female success. So there are I should say four people fighting it there. But I think hero, which is seen to be hero, sometimes hero doesn't win in some of the films because he sacrifices his life, he becomes a martyr. So I don't know what happens here, but as if you go by the bookies, if you go by the market, if you go by the investor, if you go by the corporate, if you go by the opinion maker, if you go by the FIIs, Modi is winning hands down.